we'll wait like 2 minutes, 6:10, and then whoever's here, khalas, we'll start, inshallah. And just to give some context to the shahada, so basically this is my mother, alhamdulillah, and my mother and father were converts and introduced into Islam around the time where my mother was pregnant with me, and around the time I was born, and they were involved in the Muslim community that was called it was like in Atlanta, Georgia, called the Ansar Allah community is what they call themselves, Ansar Allah, and they're basically again a Muslim practicing community. And it was like many forms, many different cultures and many different places. You have, misguidance in terms of what the true Islam is, because it's not in complete alignment with the Quran and the Sunnah. And there's a lot of bid'ahs, innovation, and ideas that's exaggeration, and basically a culture created that isn't actually representative of Islam is there, which gives people a bad experience with what they thought was Islam based off of the people that were calling themselves Muslims and representing Islam. And as we know, a lot of people get misguided, and even in Muslim majority countries, that's why some people who are born to Islam leave Islam later because of this misperception of what the correct and true Islam is, because they base their idea of Islam upon people other than the Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and because of this perception, they think bad about Islam from their experience in dealing with people who called themselves Muslims but didn't properly represent the religion, and so they leave Islam. And this was a similar case with my mother. And over the past 6 months, I have been given dawah and discussing Islam with my mom, the true correct Islam based upon the Quran and Sunnah. And from those discussions, my mother started to get the interest to study the correct Islam that I was claiming. And from talking to people and studying the Quran and watching videos from muftis and sheikhs and getting a better perception of what the correct and true Islam is, my mother started to realize that again, that version of Islam was not the correct Islam that this community was upon, that she was a part of before. And so she, her heart came back to Islam, and seeing that the haqq, the truth, the correct Islam. And she just recently decided today, and it's a special day, today. We're on the ninth day of the Hajj season. So she decided that today is the day that she wanted to take the Shahada, the same day in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that this religion was completed, and subhanallah, this is the beautiful lesson for everybody. Big reminder, again, is that this is why it is important for us to base the haqq and our knowledge and how we follow Islam based upon the Quran and the Sunnah, and understand that culture, not any nationalism, any family, hearsay, family culture environments that you grew up, all this stuff, none of this stuff, no people who call themselves Muslim can actually be the best representation of what the true Islam is. The only human being that ever lived that can perfectly represent Islam as it is and was and always will be our Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who was the best of mankind, who came to display to us ikhlaq, the best of character, through the Sunnah and through the Quran. And so if you ever base your perception upon other Muslims and think that is Islam, this is not correct. This is not Islam, and we do not base our Islam upon our culture. It's not conditional on anything other than the Quran and the Sunnah, khalas, and If you want to follow the true Islam and be guided on the correct path and give dawah and guide other people on the correct path, this is the same way you have to give the dawah and teach people through the Quran and Sunnah, not just your cultural perception, your family perception, and so on and so forth. Quran, Sunnah, khalas. So alhamdulillah that we're here now, because of this, and mashallah, my mother is gonna take her shahada. We're gonna start, now, 13 minutes after 6:10. So let's begin. Bismillah, in the name of God.